Hello, good morning. My name is Johnny. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about should you run Amazon ad if you only have one book? Well, let's get started. So if you only have one book ready, you can make this kind of decision. First, you don't need to run ads so fast if you have a planned book 2 or book 3 ready. It's better if you use the budget, the money you use to put ads on book 1, and it will also bring the book 2, book 3 sales if they are a series, such as read through. So, but that's more advanced. So I think you can wait if you don't have much budget. But if you want sales immediately, you can definitely run the ads even if you just have one book. You can test and fix because you can improve the book page. You can get some ideas of the search terms, what potential readers are searching from. And then you can use those terms and put those keywords into your book 2 or book 3 or in the upcoming books. So having one book is not an automatic no, but you need to know what your goal is. So let's say that you want to make the money right now. This book must cover the ad by itself because it's not multiple books put into one ad. For example, if you have just one coloring book, that coloring book will have to cover all the ad spend. But if you have 10 coloring books, Amazon will use their algorithm to choose the best books from all of your 10 books and show the readers. So that might have some potential to reduce your ad spend. But in my own personal preference, I always run ads even if I have just one book. And then if I have another coming books, I will add that coming book into the same ad group and the third book and the fourth book. So I can keep the ads running so I can build more authority for the ads compared to other ads, right? Compared to other campaigns. So that's just my personal reference. And I can learn what fits. I can learn the keywords, the asins, or the potential search terms that potential buyers are typed into the Amazon search bars. So, and if the click-through rate, CTR, is low, I know I need to probably fine-tune my cover, the description, etc. And sometimes if I get lucky, I can get reviews. I can know what the potential readers like, and I can use those reviews to improve my next book. Okay? But that's just my personal reference. And before you put your ads, you run your ads, you need to, must be done always when you launch your book, right? You need to compare, let's say, at least 5 similar books. And among these 5 similar books, does your book stand out, these 5 books? If not, you need to fix. How about the cover, pricing, the title, or even the description, right? If you are the potential readers, you would want to, your eyes on the most stand out books, right? And then you will try to click it. So do this before you run your ads. And if you only have one book, you may want to set up a total test limit. Let's say $20, $50 for just that one book, and you can gain the data from Amazon, and then you can prepare for your second book. Because not all of the self-publisher has so much money or budget to run the ads. So it depends on you. But if you want to run the first book, I would suggest that you test it with a total amount. Just a quick reminder, the total test limit is not a daily budget. For example, if my total test limit is $30 and my daily budget may be $3, so I can test for 10 days. But that's just an example. And always run your ads at small tests. Like just one book, one format, one store. For example, if you have paperback and ebook, you may want to test just one format, right? Because sometimes people have different reading experience or preference. They may want to just read or buy the paperback instead of the ebook. So I'll try to just test out one format, one marketplace, one book at a time. And always just start with the auto campaign. This would be much easier for you. You may want to let Amazon to discover the potential search terms that will lead to a sales. So always set up the auto targeting at the very beginning in your first ads, because you can always find out the data later, what's working, what's not working, and then you can plan and build much more efficient ads for your next book. So we need a time period to review don't just review it on day one. You need some time period for your book, for your campaigns to be exposure to the customers, to gain some extra data. So 14 days will be a good starting point. But if you have more budget, you can wait for less 30 days. The longer the time period, the more data and the more accurate data metrics you can review, right? So just 14 days, just one suggestion. You can always fine-tune it based on your own preference. So in a summary, that definitely you can run ads with one book. You can test your books. Is it good? If not, how do we fix it, and how can we prepare for the next book? But if the test is not good, you may want to pause the campaign and wait. And after you're fixed, and after you have more budget, you can do the test again. So it totally depends on you. And I explained all of these cash funnel, how to run your ads, how to create your campaigns in this free guide, teaching you how to stop wasting money on Amazon ads. And also I prepared one-page KDP cash funnel starter kit, so you can start with your campaign building. Every campaign has its own purpose. So if you use this starter kit, you will get an idea. So if you are interested in that, you can scan this barcode or download from this link. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.